All right.
Is this thing on?
This is where buddies get together to discuss sports, relationships, culture, current events, and everything in between. Nothing's off limits. We've been friends for over 20 years, but rarely agree on anything. So, with no further ado, welcome. Episode 14. What's up, fellas? This is a new format. We got the virtual joint going today. So hopefully the sound turns out all right. Everybody doing all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing amazing.
Learn something new every day.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It took 20 minutes to get this guy on Zoom, but you know.
The worst connection possible.
We made it.
You would think that after all the years of COVID and everything else, you would know how to work Zoom, but
no, I didn't know how to work these headphones.
Terrible.
Right, so we're just gonna get straight to it. Opening debate question. It's not really a debate question. It's kind of just a question. So I don't know if y'all heard about Prince William. Have you guys heard about Prince William and his sexual escapades? So
No.
Oh yeah, it's fetishes.
Yeah, so he's been deemed the prince of pegging, right? I had no idea what pegging was, and then I went online, good old Google, and apparently it's like getting hit with a strap on from the back. So dudes that want their woman to put a strap on and fuck them in the ass. So,
hey man, I was not expecting that, bro.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was thinking it was like some
penis.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was some whipping type stuff or something, but I was like, oh, okay, that is not the Google search return.
Those are not anal beads. No,
yeah,
I'm with the whole
straight up strap on, dog.
He wants Big Ben, huh?
Literally. Apparently, his wife doesn't mind. And she prefers that he gets his sexual needs fulfilled elsewhere. So like, I guess there's a woman who does it because she considers herself too old fashioned to engage in that. Right. And so she's cool with it as long as it doesn't become emotional. Right.
Hey, wait a minute. Has this been verified? All of this
I'm so confused.
This is according to the interwebs. Right. Nothing's official.
It's a thing. Official. Yeah, I've heard of it being a thing, but I'm so confused as to
there's like, and then there's all these like stories that like, that they put this whole thing with Meghan Markle and all that stuff. They like blew that up to hide all the stuff that was going on with Prince William and whatever. Anyways, my question to y'all is, if your wife or significant other was into something that you weren't, are you letting her get it satisfied somewhere else?
I need more context.
So,
like, what are you talking about here? She's JT into multiple penises.
I barely hear you, JT.
No, like.
So, if she was into something, right, that you could do, that you could do, right?
No,
but
you won't.
But you just are against it. Are you okay with her getting that satisfied somewhere else?
So she want her ass licked. And you don't want to do it, you gonna let
that's easy. Go? Nah, I don't do that shit. That's not what. What are we talking about here?
And don't pass me no more cups, no more blunt.
Talking about
he said that's easy.
That's easy work. I'm talking more so like she wants to be shitted on or something. Like Biggie style.
Right.
That's something real. Like that's a real thing. You look at an asshole, whatever.
So you would let somebody else shit on her? Would you let someone else shit on her then?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Would you look at her the same after that though?
Nah, would you be able to? I can't have that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so are we saying like if it doesn't happen, you guys are gonna break up? That's what it comes down to. Like you guys.
I mean, or
because
it's just
that matters so much.
Yeah,
that's more than a strain
on the relationship.
No, that's a strain. That can be a strain.
That's more than a strain.
Literally could be a strain.
Oh, yeah. God.
No, I mean that's interesting though. I mean, I would have a hard time.
Yeah, your response was interesting.
That's just, I mean, who ain't had an asshole in their mouth? You know what I mean? It happens, right? Even by accident. Right? I mean, leak out. Whatever. I know someone out there agrees with me.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like, asshole. Okay.
I get what you're saying, man. I get it.
We get it, Roy.
I'm about to mute my mic now.
Nah, man, keep going, dog.
No, my response is no. I would have a hard time
that mouthful, Roy.
having somebody else fulfill those type of needs. And it's not coming from me. I'll have a hard time saying signing up for that.
What about the rest of y'all? Most of y'all said no.
I say no.
I mean,
we're gonna have to just break up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, relationships all about compromise, but that's on steroids.
That's something you're not willing.
Yeah.
All right,
We
man.
are not the willing on that one.
No, we are not.
We are not the willing on that one. No.
Oh man. All right, man.
Nowhere.
Hey,
what did we learn today about Roy? Oh, well,
Roy eats ass.
Roy came out the box swinging, man.
He said, "Sign me up."
They're gonna be in his DMs for that licking though.
First of all, no, that's not something I do. I say I've done it. It's not something I do. All right, contact please.
The way you said it makes it seem like it's like an every night occasion though.
No,
gonna learn today.
No.
Do they got a shower first or what?
What are we talking about right now? Why is this about me? Not what this episode supposed to be on? And yes, that's mandatory. What are we talking about?
What's the next topic, Rob?
On a more somber note, prayers up to Bill Russell's family. You know what I'm saying? We just
absolutely
found out 88, the legend, great legend passed.
Legend.
Yeah, man. All right, so. One of the things that we've been hearing about in the news is about this pastor, Lamar Whitehead, who got robbed on his Zoom service or whatever it was. So backstory, he's a pastor in Brooklyn. Apparently he had between $400,000 and $1 million worth of jewelry on when these dudes came and robbed him. He had, flashy cars and clothes and all this other stuff. But now all this stuff is coming out about this dude. That he conned a woman from his church out of like $90,000 with promises to help her buy a house. She basically gave him her whole life savings, and he turned around and just dipped with it and told her that he considered it a contribution to his campaign for like borough president or something like that, and that he's not obligated to pay it back.
Was that even a title? Was that even a real title?
I don't even know what. I have no idea. Dude.
I never heard of that title.
He lost, by the way.
Yeah,
he didn't win. He lost.
Yeah. And so like as I started digging, I'm like finding out all this stuff. Like I guess in 2013 or whatever it was, like he served time for identity fraud, grand larceny. He has like a bunch of cases and all that kind of stuff. And he's in like hella debt and all that stuff. So then it started making me think like, did this dude plan this whole robbery thing to try to get like insurance money off of this stuff to pay off his debt? And then with the story about the woman losing her 90,000, I'm like, where, like, did you not see all the red flags of this man? Like, where in New York are you going to get a
got
house
nothing in writing?
90,000, like $90,000. He promised he going to get you a house in New York. Like what? Yeah. So, yeah, man, what's going on? What's going on with these pastors? And I mean, again, it's one of those things where like, I don't know whether he's a pastor or not. Apparently before he was trying to do the politics and all that stuff, he was supposedly close to Mayor Eric Adams, I guess, back, during this time where he went to jail. And I don't know, man, it's just crazy. Did y'all see the video and stuff?
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, this stuff's been going on for years, man. Like in the South and different things like that with the pastors, like and getting the love offerings and different things like that. I think it's just, obviously social media and other things have kind of put things out there, but this stuff's been going on for a long time, man. Like pastors, like people donating money for the love of the church and they're stealing from them and different things like that. It's just sad. Like it's stuff that's been going on for years, like in the Bible Belt.
The ongoing building fund. The building never gets changed, but you always contributing to the building fund.
Or just the love offering for the pastor. Don't y'all want your pastor to drive something nice? Don't you want your pastor to live in something nice and different things like that? Like that's the culture.
Yeah.
That's like that scene from Don't Be a Menace where the preacher's like, don't ask no questions.
Yeah. I think it was set up. I mean, I don't think he was set up. I think he kind of planned it because, like you said, he had the debt, all that other stuff going on. Sound like an inside job to me. Just how it broke down, how it happened, and then all of a sudden, all this other stuff is coming out, and it's like, I call bullshit on that.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like James too. Picture kind of looks like him.
Damn.
Hey, so
How you feel, JT?
So look, I think, ultimately, man, it's one of those things where people they're so turned off by the church, right? And I mean, it's not just down south. That happens here in LA all the time, right?
Does.
Where and we know what churches are out here where the building fund, the love offerings, all that good. The pastors just rolling around doing like a dope dealer, pretty much. They just living the life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I seen this dude's IG and I'm talking about Gucci suits and every Rolls Royce. He had the convertible, he had the truck, he had the Lambo. I'm like, what pastors is living like this, man? Like, you supposed to be at a level where your congregation can understand and relate to you, not like you balling out of control, but now when I watched the video of the robbery, I'm like, yeah, this looks staged.
Yep.
No, and then like Rob said, all the stories about how he conned the woman, he has multiple streams of income. I get it, but it's just nothing about the situation seems right. But I wonder what's gonna happen to him, what now? How can that he staged it? I mean, we know he's in debt, right? Like they said, like $4.5 million default on a house or something like that.
And the lawsuit is saying,
like all
lawsuit
types of
saying that 90K that the woman gave him was down payment for the house or something. That's the lawsuit is saying that he used her money as the down payment for this $4.4 million home.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that says that the preacher's got to live like a pauper, right?
Yeah,
he doesn't have to live in the streets.
No,
but there should be some, some balance. Like when you said that the guy was out there in Gucci silk robes and that seems a bit excessive,
he had $1 million worth of jewelry on.
Gucci down to the socks.
You got robbed for a
big papa, baby.
But it's like, what is the word being delivered?
Won't he do it?
He did it for me. He'll do it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah.
I mean,
shady, man.
I mean, some words being delivered. It's just
it's definitely
people
shady,
are sheep too, man. I mean, it's kind of easy
yeah.
if you get the right. I say this loosely. I mean, congregations are congregations, right? And some congregations, I'm sure we visited people's churches in the past and stuff like that, where you're like, this congregation seemed kind of, I don't know, like y'all, a lot of sheep here, just kind of just rolling with whatever's being said, and you're just like, man, what? So they're easily manipulated. If I give my money towards something, I'm gonna get blessed in another way, which is true. It should be that way. But however, who are you giving it to? Like, what are you doing? Like, a lot of that stuff.
They probably see all the money he making and see like,
yeah,
I could have a little piece of that too. I could be like that too. But it's like you probably the majority of his congregation probably is on that poverty line. You know what I mean? And so it's just
you're funding it
to be even flashing that kind of lifestyle to these people is just, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I mean, the whole
especially in these times,
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing of being at a church is you want to be uplifted, right? They want programs and different things like that for people to get out of, poverty and people helping each other out. And this is like, it's definitely not doing that. It's counterintuitive as far as it goes. You're supposed to be supporting each other and building each other up. And that's the kind of church you want to be at. So we don't know. I mean, I don't know what kind of things he's doing at his church and different things like that, but it doesn't look good from the outside looking in. The optics don't look good. Some don't smell right.
Yeah, but do you lose faith because of this?
Not God.
You put your faith in God, not man.
Yeah, I don't lose my faith. I don't ever lose my faith in God. But do I lose faith in the church?
I'm not talking about you in any of you guys on here. I'm talking about the people that go to this church.
Right.
It could.
I don't want to name the churches out here that are like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
for legal reasons you shouldn't do
it.
Word.
Yeah, but for some people, the pastor is the next closest thing to God, right?
Right.
So therefore, you keep your faith in God and Jesus Christ, and and then your pastor. Pretty much, that's how some people have their hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, if the pastor is doing this and that and the other, and this stuff starts to come to light, do you lose faith? Do these people lose faith?
Yeah, that was my point about like sheep. You know, if you don't have your own relationship with God, it's easy for you to follow another man dictating you how you should be living through God and his words and things of that sort. So it's the sheep. I mean, sheep are going to flock to whoever the shepherd is. And if they look at this pastor as the shepherd, you know, and he led me astray. So to your point, it's possible. Yeah, it definitely could be like, well, you know, he did this and now I don't know. I can't trust no man. I can't trust what anybody saying. What does the word mean? You know, it has a downstream effect. It can, you know, I find it kind of interesting when it does happen that way, but it's possible. I wouldn't say it's not.
Yeah, I guess then you look at it. What were your reasons for even going to church and different? Were you just going because of this man, or were you really trying to go to get the word and to learn and you know the other things? So, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure this won't be the last story like this that we'll hear. So,
No.
But in other news, have y'all heard Beyonce's new album? Any of y'all listen to it?
I've heard some of it.
Listen to it.
I gave it a listen.
They have a song called "Church Girl" on there. It's pretty interesting, actually. And since we're talking about church, it's actually pretty interesting.
Beyonce
talking about shake it like a thotty, shake it like a thotty. Talking about church girls like the party. I'm like, oh, okay, it's facts, but it's an interesting song. But there's like this on social media lately, there's been this whole thing between her and Kelis, that she apparently sampled a song and that they went through for real. I guess they have the rights and they used it. She put her name, I guess, on the album, but never like spoke to her. Credit. Nobody ever reached out,
asked her,
gave her any credit. Whose side are y'all on this, man? Kelis
I'll go
or
first.
Beyonce?
So it happens a lot. I mean, people tend to copy songs and all this stuff and not reach out. I think the issue is I'm kind of favoring Kelis. Does she want attention? Sure. I think she wants attention, and it's, you know, good timing for this and all that stuff. But her beef is not really with Beyonce. It's more with Pharrell, you know, like, like according to what she was saying on IG, it was like, you know, I have no problem with Beyonce. She made sure she said that. She's like, you know, we got mutual friends. She's have a problem that I don't see why she couldn't reach out to me and just say, hey, girl, I'm going to do this. Right. You good with it? And I would have been like, yeah, you know, just acknowledgement. But her beef is really more with Pharrell because he listed him and Chad, Hugo, you know, Neptune's guys, as the writers on the song. And not giving her any credit. And she's like, well, Pharrell's done this to me plenty of times. He, you know, tricked me out of money early on in my album. So she made it about her and her rant and things of that sort. But I mean, in this case, I mean, she has probable cause to say, hey, just shot me out. You know, like this song is not your song. You sampled me. Just say it. And it's cool. We all know what it is. We know what Milkshake is. We heard the song. You know, we heard the beat drop. We seen the video. You know, I love that video.
Hey, how long ago was Kelis relevant, man? You know, like I mean, I get
it's been a long time.
She's a farmer now, right?
She's a
if
chef.
We not homies.
Oh, chef, my bad.
if we not friends, like, you know, they in the industry, right?
Right.
You know, so, you know, it's not Beyonce's job, especially if we not friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to call you and say, hey, girl, hey, guy, hey, buddy, I'm about to use your song, whatever. Man, as long as the producers and shit work that out, I don't owe you. I don't owe you.
And that's
nothing.
my point about Pharrell not doing his part,
like
kind of causing this beef or whatever.
But,
man, you know, she don't want a problem with the Beehive, man.
Hell
no, they'll come for her big time.
Man, she knows she don't. That's why I said it. Yeah, she wants attention.
She wants attention, but she don't want them problems though.
Nah,
but it also sounds like there's no legal. I mean, Endorse is the legal expert in here, but it sounds like there's no legal grounds because she did get credit for it. But you know, her, like you said, her beef was with Pharrell, but she's listed on the album. Like
she wanted more shine, basically, man.
Yeah, she wanted people to come out and say, "Oh, we sampled Kelis and we talked about it and this and that." And no, they're not. Clearly, they're not cool like that.
Future projects together.
Exactly. Kelis is back, you know. And nah, man, they don't have that kind of relationship, and that's okay. But I mean, her and Pharrell used to, but there's something there.
yeah, I mean, Pharrell did her shady. I mean, it happens. First two albums, she made no money off of them.
Right.
It's the contract that she signed.
Read your contract.
Read your contracts. No matter how young you are, read that shit or have somebody read it for you.
Right.
You understand
this is a
legal jargon.
Story.
You know, Cliff is around.
That 50,000.
He'll read it.
No, when you super young, that $50,000 or that $100,000 advance seemed like it'll never run out. You know what I'm saying? That seemed like all the money in the world to 20
I'm rich.
You know.
Shit, I've had Cliff read a contract for me. So
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
And that's the thing. And the thing about it, what just to add on top of that, what Kelis was talking about was like, they did talk about it was supposed to go 3-3-3 between her, Chad, and Pharrell, and he was like, "Well, you signed the contract. I know what I told you, but legally, this is what you signed. And correct me if I'm wrong. If you sign something legally, it is what it is. Like, good luck, tough luck, buddy. So
it's on you now.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting. It was an interesting rant, and she had some valid points in her couple of IG rants she went on about, just Black women need to have each other's backs in the industry and things of that sort. And I get all that, but when it comes down to it, let's call it what it is.
It's business.
It's business.
It's
business.
Man, stop playing the Black woman card, man. Damn.
Right. Hey, man, that's the movement right now, man.
I mean, could she have looked out for her? Yeah, but did she have to? No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's not like it was her sister that she did this to. Like if she was doing it to Solange or something like that, you'd be like, oh damn, that's kind of messed up. But even then,
I mean,
probably do it to her too.
Yeah, right.
It's business, man. It's it's an album. It's money.
It's business.
And she apparently got 2 more coming out. So it's like she ain't worried about that. This is like a little tiny blip on the radar for her anyway. So, but I just thought it was interesting.
Kelis just doesn't just like how she found out. She found out like how you and I found out.
Everybody else on social media.
Yeah. And I get that.
She's still gonna get a check.
Again, it's another what do you call it? Situation that we will see again. I mean, that's like the whole industry now. That's all they do is sample other people's shit now. Like, there's very few original songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, stop airing out on social media though. Like, you could call each other, man. Like, this is all for attention.
That's too easy.
I know, but
call you. What?
That's too normal.
On the phone?
It's too normal.
Have a normal conversation like adults. What?
She may not have a number, James.
Hey, man, she can get it. She can get it. She can call somebody that can call somebody that can call somebody. I know she ain't been around for a while, but she can get the number.
Yeah, you got to get through a whole bunch of people before you speak to Beyonce.
Yeah,
send a message directly if she didn't have her number. IG direct message or whatever.
Nah, that ain't gonna work, dog.
You ain't getting no response.
Straight to the spam, dog.
It's safe to say that we knew she knew what she was doing by going.
She gonna see that name and see a DM request from Chef Kelis. Be like, who the hell is Chef?
Right. I'm like, let's just see this week how many times that Kelis album got downloaded.
She gonna get
where it came from, like the milkshake. What was that? And then
la la.
Yeah. So
all right.
Hey.
Another celebrity who's in the news again, Will Smith came out and dropped a 5-minute video apologizing for the second time. I don't know, man. I have so many different feelings on this, but so like Chris Rock, obviously he said that, he's like, I'm not a victim. He's like, I got up and went to work the next day. I got kids. And he's like, whatever on it. But apparently on the video, Will said he reached out to Chris and hasn't gotten a response from him and was like, I'm ready to talk when you are. I'm open to talk and whatever. But my thing is 4 or 5 months later, why are you doing this video now? And it was all like the way that it was like a production, like him sitting down, the camera fading in. I'm like, what? Like this isn't sincere, bro. This is not sincere. Number one, and number two, why are you doing this now? And then it just ended abruptly after he answered one of the questions too. So I'm like, is there a second part? I don't know, man. That whole thing was just weird to me. I don't know what y'all thoughts are on the video, but I just literally watched it last night. I'm like, what the hell?
It's an interesting video. Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
I mean, I personally think he just realized, summer's coming to an end, and I haven't heard "Summertime" on the radio all summer. Thumbs up. So I gotta fix this problem. Have you heard it? I haven't heard it.
No, I haven't heard it.
Not at all. I ain't heard it. Nobody's nothing.
It's affecting his bottom line. That's what the issue is.
No, I've played "Summertime" every summer for the last 25 years, dog.
I put it on one of my videos.
Not talking about you.
I mean, I play it, but I haven't heard it out. Turn on. You normally hear it playing. You haven't heard it. So it's a money thing. I mean, it comes down to, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those situations now. He might have something coming out soon, you know.
Summertime ain't Will Smith's bread and butter, though. Let's just get that straight.
No, I mean, you saw what happened. I mean, they put some of his projects on hold. It's not going to affect him that much, but it is affecting him a little bit. Like some of his stuff got put on the back burner. At the end of the day, he'll be fine. But you know, I mean, and it's just the optics of it just didn't look good, man. Like he looked unstable, and the stuff that was going on at the time, it was like, oh shit, damn.
So do you guys think it was? So you say you guys all think it wasn't sincere, or you think it was sincere?
I thought it was sincere.
I think it was I think it was partially sincere, and then partially it was calculated also.
And this
Rob says hell no.
This is from a person that hasn't seen the video, but I thought the timing kind of
weird.
Made it seem more sincere to me, because I was like, okay, maybe he let it process, maybe he let it swirl around in his head for a bit so that he can get his thoughts together. And you know, he picked a time when he thought that he could, you know, deliver the message after he processed it in his mind and
get it all out.
I guess with other people.
Cliff's a nice guy, guys. Cliff's a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy.
He's a nice
guy. Fuck all that. Nope.
Fuck no.
Hell no, man.
Hell no. No.
It's how many months? Like 4 or 5 months, right?
5 months.
Yeah.
5 months. Like, come on, dude. You've processed this shit plenty since then.
A month would have been long enough.
And this could have easily just been a whatever. You could do an Instagram live. You got however many millions of Instagram followers. Like, you made a whole produced video to put on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. Like, answered 3 questions. He said, you know, people have been asking a lot of questions. You only answered 3. Like, they're like, let's talk about why you did it in the first place. Like, he still has never said like what really triggered him to really do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna get on and be real about it, then be sincere about it and do it. You know what I'm saying? But
he not gonna do that.
He's not gonna
address it.
That's why I don't
can't
feel
come
like
out
it was
and admit
sincere.
he can't come out and admit that his wife is embarrassing the hell out of him every chance that she gets.
And he
you
got
know, so
Tupac
therefore
on his brain.
he snapped and freaking lost it. He can't come out and admit
at the worst possible moment, the biggest night of his life. Man.
Right.
That's the part
it's some mental instability that could be there.
Insecurity,
that you know, doesn't want to. Insecurities. It's hard for him
to
admit to it publicly, and you know, I get that sometimes, but at the same time, we all saw it. We all saw what happened. Like, dude, just say, all right, I fucked up, and he said it without saying it. Like, yeah. If I could do it all over again, I handled myself the wrong way. That's not really what I'm about. I'm about, you know, spreading peace and love. Cool. That's cool. But literally, like, dude, you say, look, I had a moment. My wife
spreading these hands too.
Right. And he did say that him and Chris had history. So he never said what that history was. He said that they have history from the past. So it could be something simple as, that Chris might have crossed some lines before, and he was like, "Nah, not today. Nah." And he snapped. You
can't. I mean, Chris has joked about her in the past at other shows and
he's
whatever.
joked about everybody. Yeah,
but still, like, you can't say, "Oh, we had his." You laughed at first until you looked and seen and looked
saw her, and she wasn't laughing.
He said,
like,
"Oh shoot,
man, come on, bro. You can't just act like that." The comment didn't bother you. The comment didn't bother you at all. The history, it was the reaction of her that made you get up and do that. And I'm not, you know what? I mean, I'm not saying what he did was right or wrong, because nobody on this call would know how they would react in that situation. You know, you know, your wife, your daughter, your girl, whatever, man. You know, if you put in that situation, how you might snap. But that was wrong to do it. I mean, you could have went backstage and talked to him with you know, blah blah. On national TV, when I first saw it, I thought it was staged.
Everybody
was
staged.
And I said, "Oh man," I said, they up there playing. I said, until he started screaming up to the stage, I was like, "Oh, they wasn't."
And he just took it, and it was just like his reaction. You're like, "Well,
he said
times I've been slapped in the face before, but
he said, like, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me."
He was serious, he was dead serious. I mean, and also, like, you think about like taking it back to that day when like Tyler Perry and Denzel kind of pulled him aside. Everybody thought they were consoling him. They were like, "Hell no!" They were like, "No, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you doing this? Like, you're making all of us look bad right now," and stuff like that. And you know, he knew what was going on then, and he was protecting his wife and this and that, but it was also one of those things where
protection.
Drop the protecting the wife thing, man. I hate when people kept using the wife. Yeah, I heard people kept saying, "Oh, he was protecting his wife." No,
he was protecting himself too. you know, in that aspect. But
Nah,
I don't know.
he had Tupac on the brain. What would Tupac do in this situation?
Bomb first.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Tupac wouldn't have stood there and got slapped though.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Sound like something like it said.
No, he was Tupac in that moment doing the slapping.
Yeah, he was trying to be Tupac.
He's on the other side.
Yeah.
All eyes on me, huh?
Yeah.
His role model was the brown bottle.
I'm sure Jada's thrown that in his face once or twice, and you know, I'd be more like Pac, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. Again, it was just one of them things that's kind of weird. That whole video.
I know Chris Rock ain't really suffering from it. I mean, his tour's been selling out left and right. Everywhere
he's making jokes about it.
Will ain't suffering either, man.
They good.
They still gonna do all his movies. He good.
Hey, was Chappelle originally supposed to be on that tour? Or was it just him and Kevin Hart, and then Chappelle just jumped on, or was he always on that tour?
I don't think he was on that tour. What tour are you talking about? Chris Rock's?
Yeah, he's on it now. He
wasn't.
Shows.
He wasn't originally on it.
Yeah.
All right, JT.
So, this is blown up.
Oh, it's my okay. All right, let's get right to it. All right, so
my turn.
Yeah, me. Raw or condom?
What?
Raw.
Duh.
Can
you repeat the question? Can you repeat the question?
No, that was
repeat the question.
That was an icebreaker, man. I just want to see y'all reactions.
Repeat the question.
Of course.
Huh?
RAW. Raw.
You said condom. What's that? Nah. Here we go.
Everybody on here got kids. Everybody on here got kids, man.
That don't mean nothing. Y'all can still be strapping up.
Yeah, everybody.
Nowadays.
What? What'd you say?
He don't know what that is, James. What? He don't know what those things are, James.
Yeah,
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, he don't. All right, so here we go. I got a few different topics, so I had to narrow it down, man. So this one I'm looking at right here is, if a man comes fast, what does that mean?
There's a lot of different meanings.
All men on this call. I'm pretty sure the women who listen to this want to know. When a man comes fast,
right?
What does that mean? I mean, I have some thoughts in my head. I just want to hear what y'all got to say.
Means I'm sleepy.
means ain't had it enough.
You get it.
Ain't had it in a while.
Hold on.
Now you're not used to the feeling.
Right.
Damn it! Shut up.
Go ahead.
You're getting some vaginal activity, right? You get in it. A minute later, you done.
James, you mean pussy?
You got your thumb in your mouth.
one minute later, you done.
I mean,
why?
Is this a normal thing, or you just had
nigga, just answer the goddamn question, man.
What was the question again?
You digging too deep into it. What does it mean?
I need context, man.
All right.
The question is, like, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Do that? I mean, it just depends. I guess there's no right. I don't think there's one real answer to that. I mean, various things. It could be, a man thing. It could be something with him. It could be her. And it could be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know.
Right.
Elaborate.
I need more context. That's what I just said. Like, what else is going on here?
It could be
a lot of chatter, but not answer. Let me go first. Goddamn.
Maybe he never had.
No, shut up. Let me go first. Maybe the pussy is good, right? And you like, shit, this shit is good, and I'm done.
It could have been a while too, though.
Every time.
Okay, so I went first. Now you got context.
Well, you took my answer though.
It could have been a long ass time.
It could have been a long time. It could have been a long time.
What's a long time?
Shit, it could have been a week. It could have been whatever. If you ain't busted a nut in a while, and then you get into something that's good, and the excitement,
you backed up, dog.
The excitement is
so a week. So a week is a long time.
That's a long time for you, right?
2 weeks, a month. I don't know. You asking for answers? I'm just
no.
These are possible answers.
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
These are great. There is no one
answer. It could be that it's been a while. It could be, like you said, that shit just hella good. There could have been like hella excitement. Like it could have been, kind of messing around all day and then finally get to it. By that time, you already like ready to go anyway. So shit's done.
I, as a man, might have ejaculation issues. Hey, I just nut quick.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
It's just how you were brought up.
Me. I'm just
right,
getting out.
Just a
yours
quick
quick.
guy. Just a quick
right,
guy.
right.
Maybe
All
you're
right,
tired.
I'm here. I'm
So-
built for speed, not comfort. Like it could be one of those situations. I'm just giving answers, guys.
So along that line, how long should it normally last then?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Oh, come on, man.
Until the woman is
Just
satisfied.
Just guess.
That's
Just
my
guesstimate. Throw out a
You should
number.
be- That's a
she should
good-
be satisfied.
that's a good-
Whatever that
go
takes.
on.
That's a good
Whatever it
plan.
takes.
At what
That's a
point
good
are we
American
talking?
voice.
That's a
Whatever
good
it takes.
answer.
About- We talking about from actual penetration, like from that point, or what do we talk? Because you know the girls are different, man.
My
Yeah.
ninja. So I was having this conversation.
Girls are
This
different,
all-
man.
My topics stem from conversations, right?
Whatever it
So-
takes.
All the pre stuff before you get to the penetration counts.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah,
count.
it does.
But see-
but
Absolutely.
women,
We don't
women
think
don't
that,
count that. No, women don't count that. They don't
Some
count
Count,
until
well,
you
they
get in
don't
it.
count. They don't count foreplay as being part of the whole.
Some
aspect of
women do,
intercourse,
though.
right?
Some
That's what
women
you're
do.
saying? Some
Man.
do.
Some women
Because
don't.
that's 4 of your 5 minutes, right?
Facts. Facts. Look, I got 60 seconds left in the tank.
Exactly.
What
So-
you want to
so-
do? Recording the whole time.
So,
The tape about to run out.
Exactly. So therefore, if you fooling around for 5 minutes before you even get in it,
Yeah.
you only got 60 seconds.
But see, that's the
37 seconds
balance, I
left.
think. Yeah.
Like I'm trying to
Yeah.
find my way out.
All right. So look, so I've heard both though, because I've heard women who are like, you know, you
Yeah.
ask the question and women will be like, I need at least 30 minutes, 40
Yeah,
minutes.
be
Like, what-
romantic with me.
Who are you? Who are you fucking? You know what I'm saying? And then, but then when you
Right.
talk to them, then they say, well, you know, you got to start kissing me first, and they're. I know someone who include
Mhm.
that
No,
whole
absolutely.
beginning
Facts.
process. That's why I
Facts.
asked, are you talking about penetration, or are you talking about like the whole thing? You know what I'm
Do
saying?
they
You
mean
gotta-
30 minutes of stroking or 30 minutes of
Nah.
the whole act?
Nah,
No, they want
I
the.
don't know
the
what
build
Ain't
up
nobody-
to it.
Ain't
Ain't
nobody,
nobody doing
doing
that.
for 30 minutes.
I ain't doing that shit. I know
Else?
that.
Not even in pornos.
No.
Not even in porn. They taking a break,
I'm
Right.
gonna
smoke
sit this
break,
one
and
out.
everything, and then they coming
You
back
get-
and hit
you
that
get-
same.
You getting 15 minutes tops.
Robo man out here.
Hey, look. I think for women, and this is just from what I've been told. No, it matters. It goes hand in hand. I think it's you want that whole experience. I don't want to just like for us guys, for the most part, most of us men will show up like, hey, it's Pound Town. That's why I'm here, right? Women
You know I'm here.
want the
You know why I'm here.
whole everything, you know, like all right, the build up, the romanticizing aspects of things, and kind of like act like, you know, kiss on me a little bit, do this and that, and we just like, all right, in our head sometimes we just going through the motions until we get to that point, and by that time, like y'all kind of alluded to, I got a minute left. My neck doesn't hurt now. I got cramps and shit because I've been
Saw that ass you was licking on that.
No, but it can be a thing where it can compromise the men's performance because of those things that are required before. So my whole holistic response would be there needs to be balance there, right? Like, give me my credit for that 30 minutes that I put in prior to that penetration aspect of it. That should count. Some women don't.
I mean,
So-
at the end of the day, it's all stimulation, right? So it's going to affect you in some way. So yeah, like you may get to a certain point where you've been doing it for a while and you only got a little bit left, like you said. So it's stimulation, but you may not get credit for it with some women.
Nah, I ain't credit, man.
Yeah, most are gonna count the actual
Need some
penetration
women to
time.
respond
Hey,
to this. Actually,
hey, you know what's
Women to
funny?
jump in.
The
Hey,
clock
I know-
starts
The clock
some
starts
women-
when the penetration starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I know some women who not only will track the time, but track the strokes, like count the actual strokes.
Yeah.
Like actually
yeah,
count the
yeah.
These
strokes,
are
and
savages.
will tell you, man,
That's some
it's a
stroke,
cold world out
stroke
here, dog.
receipts. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
some receipts,
dude.
man.
So
Not
you
the-
know,
not
it's
the
crazy,
receipts.
man.
Hmm.
Hey, what women gotta understand?
I'm getting this 4.5 real quick.
You
Hey,
better
done.
slow down, speed up, slow down,
Hey.
speed
Yep.
up.
Short
So she
short
lose
stroke,
count.
short stroke, deep stroke.
Pull out.
Oh, that one didn't count. That one didn't count.
Shit. Got that shit like a
What number
manual.
we on?
manual.
Shit, get your ass out.
man.
Get out. Get out. Yeah. So
Hey, man.
so the reasons.
Are they some like stroke counters or something?
Apparently,
Yeah.
man.
Got some on Amazon.
I had a
Amazon.
woman tell me, I had a chick tell me that, and I was like, "Are you for real? Like, does your man know?" He's
Yeah.
like, "No," and I'm like, "Damn, that's fucked up, man." Because
No.
you know,
They-
her man probably like thinking he tearing that shit up, and
Right.
little does he know, She like,
Right.
that was half of last time.
Yeah,
terrible.
she got a chart and
That was
everything.
terrible.
That's
She got
crazy.
damn Excel sheet.
Right.
Hey, it's in the
All right,
cloud
so-
too, probably.
So the reasons, back to my reasons, right? So our women listeners can hear. Rob listed.
Yeah, they hate this shit.
It's been a minute. It's been a week or more.
Yeah.
The excitement of getting it, all the pre-show before the actual show, that shit counts. You know, then by the time the penetration starts, you got 37 seconds left. So you better enjoy that shit.
JT, like, I'm getting credit for the drive home where I'm thinking about it.
All that. All inclusive.
All that. Yeah, man. If you send me a photo, that photo starts the clock. Like, yeah, I'm on my way home.
Hey man, that's mental stimulation, dog.
That's billable hours.
Nah, these reasons they need to hear, hours. Yeah, these reasons are great.
It's true though. I mean, I would be curious to get the response, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get a ton of different responses from women. Because I'm curious. I mean, because I want to know just from the female audience out there, women audience, I should say. No, I using that word female, but women audience. What are y'all like? What is y'all thoughts on that? Like, and honest opinions and thoughts, because you can say one thing and then realistically, when it comes down to like, you don't want all that.
Nah.
You don't want all that. You say you don't want all that.
Shit start getting
just as tired as I am too.
Yeah,
you know,
hurt.
Yeah, it's a muscle on both. It's a muscle on both sides. All right, like, look, whatever.
Hey, what a real question. What role do you guys think social media plays in this expectation of minutes and all this quantitative analysis that's going into all this stuff, man?
Social media and stroke counts,
right? Like this. I mean, this concept of how much is enough. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think social media. I think Pornhub and YouPorn and all them other porn sites. Because people look at those videos, right, and they think that them dudes and them women
that's just
are
real.
Going for hours.
They fucking for
those are several
for
takes
15,
of
20
and stuff that happen. That's not one and done. They ain't showing up and just let's go.
They cut the tape and then they pick it back up.
Right.
And them niggas on and they on hella pills too. So
my shit, the tape cut on my end too. Like pick back up. Shit. Nap time.
Yeah.
I seen a little bit.
Take two.
Right.
Hey, but everybody
fair.
Every dude who has been in a sexual situation, like if you've been getting head from a girl and that shit is feeling real amazing, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, now it's time for sex. After all
your
that,
eyes, your face.
After all that, now you want to have sex? Like, come on, man.
And you about to get 23 seconds.
Like, cut the tape.
Because all that counts, right?
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
But that's my point. It all should be part of it.
But that's when you get it. That's why we need the actual women's perspective. So women write in, type in.
We need it in the comments.
Whatever you got to do.
The majority of those responses is going to be. I mean, look at remember Missy. When did Missy's song come out? When did One Minute Man come out? Like what, 20-some years ago or something like that, if not more. Yeah. That whole perception has been out there even before that. So it's like it's out.
So we got
social media.
A couple questions, right? So we got one, women put in the comments or whatever of, all right, when do you start the clock? Right? Does it start during the pre-show?
That's a very important question.
Or does it start during the penetration? And then two, how long should it be? Depending on, when you start, how long should it be?
Do I love him? Do we love each other? Here we go. All right.
Yeah.
Talk to us in the comments. We talk back.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, hopefully sound turned out okay on this the Zoom. But we'll see how it goes. It was good, man. Good. I think this is the most we've ever had. I don't think we've ever done 5, have we?
No, but we did first.
No, we did 5.
The first one. The first one
was 5.
The pilot. The pilot in the first episode, I think, was 5.
Yeah, I haven't been on with Kev in a minute.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's been good. Episode 14 complete. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else. Instagram at the Cup Check Pod. And like I said, answer them questions, man. Get in the comments and give us some feedback.
Hey, this is gonna be on YouTube, right?
Maybe.
No. All right. Follow on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube too.
I was like,
I'll throw it on there. I'll throw it on there.
I'm just checking. I'll be telling people YouTube. So, sometimes where do I find you? YouTube, goddammit.
I don't know. JT.
Roy need a deep edit on this one.
My eyes are kind of shifty. My eyes are shifty.
Very
shifty eyes.
DM's gonna be flooded over there. Like
very shifty eyes.
Like
they're like, nah, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. That motherfucking lying.
He faded. JT Samuels over here, though.
Great guys,
man. No. That's he a captain, man. Don't do that to me. No, thanks.
Be respectful.
No, thanks. Yeah, rest in peace to that man.
R.I.P.
No, thank you. Yeah,
it's Pastor JT right there, man. Pastor JT.
No, Bishop
Magic.
Don't worry, I'm gonna have my Gucci suit on next time we record.
There you go. And the dude does real estate too, right? The pastor does real estate too. It might be you.
He probably got a blue Harley too, dog.
That's the next hustle right there.
Are we done? I almost click the end button.
Leave meeting.
Hey, next time don't invite all these niggas either.
Damn.
These part-time Negroes.
All
right,
man.
You need a light, man. You need some sun, like something on you. Dark as a bomb.
All right, and we out.
Roy got his makeup on and shit.
He sure does.
Makeup, that's natural. Talking about
all you do is you be exfoliating. You right?
Yeah, exfoliating, very important.
It's this background y'all got me on.
That Neutrogena, dog.
Neutrogena. All right,
just the audio file. All right, y'all.
Recording.
Later.
All right,
peace.